Warning, the following video you are about to watch is property of Urban Corp. If you are not an employee or higher up of Urban Corp, you are doing an illegal act, and must take out this tape and put it back where you found it at once. If you are an employee or higher up of Urban Corp, please watch the following tape now. Have a nice.
Hello new employees, you are watching the official Urban Corp training tape. We at Urban Corp encourage you to have a successful time here at our wonderful establishment. Urban Corp was founded in 1975 as the world's growing vitamin supplier. Our scientists work very hard to make a product that everyone can enjoy and be active all day.
If you're watching this, you have found the lost tape of this footage, lost due to its corruption. My name is Daisy Reverend. I am a scientist at Urban Corp. I put my voice on this tape to let the whole world know that Urban Corp isn't what you think they are. You know them as making vitamins, but behind the scenes they are a secret military research organization to test on people with resources that could make someone go insane or lose their fucking marbles. We call it the mental exam. Urban Corp is the reason hundreds of innocents have gone missing since 1979, and continues to this day. This is all I can say, cause, if they find out about this, I may die.
Hello, is this the police? My name is Kim Johnson. I'm calling cause my boyfriend went to tour Urban Corp and he hasn't come back since. Could you maybe go to his apartment? He doesn't live with me. Last night he promised to see me after the tour and never showed up. Also maybe ask someone at Urban Corp if they know anything on where he could have gone. Thank you, and let me know if you can find him.
Faces, it's me Corey. Look, I just want to let you know that I won't be able to call you tomorrow like I usually do, because I am going to Boston to take a tour at Urban Corp. It's kinda weird they would ask me, but the letter said cause of my work for the community, which I don't really do much for the community, but okay. But I just wanted to tell you, I love you Chloe, and tell Mon that too. Anyways, good night.
This is the official training tape for the mental exam, a scientific research experiment the government has secretly told Urban Corp to perform. We ask you do not tell anyone about this tape or the experiment, or else you will face serious consequences. During the late 60s, the military captured 3 unique entities in the Western Hemisphere. This is the subject, and this is the subject chamber, the room where all subjects are placed in so that the experiment could begin. Before the experiment begins, however, the scientist gives the subject a jumpsuit that he or she must put on. A small camera is built into the jumpsuit so it can capture live footage of what happens in the subject chamber. Once the subject enters the chamber, after being told by the scientist the chamber is for taste testing vitamins, but instead inside the chamber, a small little children's room, leaving the subject confused, which will make the subject's mental state start to grow. This is where the official experiment begins. The subject must go through 3 phases that could destroy the mental mind of a human being. The first phase is known as the hearate, where the subject is told through an intercom in the room, with no audio being heard from the chamber itself, that they must knock on the door. If told not to knock on the door, they must lend their ear closer to the door, and hear sounds from the other side. bringing the subject to a shocked state. They must continue this process until the sounds behind the door stop, then phase 2 will commence. The next phase is known as past your bedtime. The subject must clean the room and then fall asleep. Once the subject is asleep, he must have his body face the ceiling and his back on the bed, and his eyes must stay closed at all times. The subject must not move, open their eyes, or even think. We then send a monster inside of the room with the subject while the subject is sleeping. This brings fear to the subject as the monster tries everything to wake up the subject and murder the subject by ripping his eyes out and eating them. The final phase of the mental exam is known as the cube quiz. The instructor over the intercom will ask the subject 10 questions. The subject must use the 4 blocks in front of he or she and must sit down crisscross applesauce while doing so. If the subject gets 6 or all 10 questions correct, the subject has passed the mental exam. If they get 5 or none correct, catastrophic consequences will prevail to the subject. In other words, they will
We have breaking news here on Boston 58. The police have now discovered a body inside a dumpster just a few moments ago. A homeless man was walking in the alley when he saw the body. The police have now identified the body belongs to Corey Plumberg. He was missing for a couple of days after taking a tour at Urban Corp's facility, which is just a mile from where the body was discovered. Urban Corp employees have been asked about Corey, but stated he left after the tour and haven't seen him since. Police have also confirmed that he was murdered by being shot in the throat. We will let you know more when we get more info on this tragedy.
Hello faithful employees and higher up of Urban Corp. It is your lovable CEO, Sam Urban, the son of original founder of Urban Corp, John Urban. I'm here to make this notice to all of you that 2 hackers have attacked our database and is releasing classified info out into the public. We must find out who these 2 are. We call them the Editor and the Reaper. The Editor is known for using white text and is calm. The Reaper is known for having red text and being enraged. If we find out you're one of the hackers, you will face serious consequences for your actions.